Do you realize that every single purchase we make is financed? Whether we finance traditionally or pay cash, we're either paying interest or giving it up. How do we make our money as efficient as possible and put the debt cycle to work for us? Hi, I'm Olivia Kirk.
I'm Tim Urich. We're from Tier 1 Capital, and we're here to show you how to regain control of your money.
For the best advice on controlling your cash flow, be sure to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when we upload new videos twice every single week. You've heard me say it before, and I'll be sure to say it again. Whoever controls your cash flow controls your life. So how do you regain control of your cash flow and regain more and more of your financial freedom?
Well, the first step is to understand where your money is flowing to, or more importantly, what's the beginning of the debt cycle. So here's an example. Let's say you're a business owner. Probably when you started your business, you did not have a lot of cash or access to a lot of capital. So you want to be in this business, and what do? You go and borrow some money. Well, the next step is you take that money and you use it to capitalize your business. You're actually deploying that money to grow your business. The third step is now that the money's deployed, you utilize it to generate a profit. And now with those profits, you go to the fourth step and you use those profits to pay back the loan. Here's the problem. Because all of your cash flow was going towards the loan, now when that loan's paid off and you want to expand your business, now you've got to go back and borrow again. And this process continues, and that's why we call it the debt cycle.
Because the beginning and the end are the same, it's so hard to get out of this debt cycle. It becomes a perpetual cycle that happens with business owners because they never take the time to capitalize their own assets so they could finally break the cycle. There's only one way out. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know how the debt cycle has impacted your business or personal cash flow. What if there was a way to take a portion of the money that's going towards debt to build your own asset and capitalize your own asset so you could finally break that cycle without impacting your cash flow? Would you want to know about that process?
Well, the fact of the matter is, the process does exist, and it's been around for over 200 years.
Conventional wisdom teaches us that debt is bad. And so it's often that we see business owners trying to repay their debt as soon as possible. But what happens when you do that is you're giving up control of all of your cash flow to the bank. And then when it's time to expand your business again in the future, you're forced to go back and borrow because you didn't take the extra step of building your own asset instead of building the bank's.
We're going to share with you a practical example. Several years ago, we met with a business owner who had started a business about 15 years prior, and they had no money, so they borrowed everything to capitalize their business. But as time went by, they became more and more successful, and they paid off that 20-year loan in about 10 years. The problem was they were taking all of their cash flow to pay that debt off as quickly as possible. So when it came time to expand their business, they didn't have any access to additional capital, so they had to borrow again. And my question to them was very simple. When you went back to the bank to open up your second store, whose money did they give you? And all we heard was silence in the boardroom. Eventually, the president of the company said, "Oh my gosh, they gave us our own money back." And the CFO said, "Yeah, and they charged us interest and fees in order to get our own money." That is clearly the debt cycle. And we can break you from that just by becoming aware of where your money's flowing and how to set up a pool of money that you own and control so that you could access that money to expand your business.
Now that you're aware of the debt cycle, the next step is to learn how to put this process to work for you and interrupt it so that you could be in more control of your cash flow and make your cash flow even more efficient and build that asset for yourself so you're less dependent on banks and credit companies. If you're looking to get started with this process, be sure to visit our website at tier1capital.com and feel free to schedule your free strategy session today. If you'd like to learn more about exactly how we use this process, check out our free webinar, The 4 Steps to Financial Freedom, right on our homepage. If you like this video, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.
Thanks so much for watching our video. And remember, it's not how much money you make,
It's how much money you keep that really matters.